Hello, my youth ballet dancers. Welcome to our class for week 2. We are going to start like we always do with our bar exercises. So if you have a shelf, the foot of your bed, a kitchen chair, a counter, something that you want to use as your bar and face, that is okay. You can do that. But you can also do it right here in the center. I have my first position feet. My hands are on my hips as a reminder to keep my balance, and I'm pulling that belly button all the way up to my chin and my spine nice and long. But my shoulders stay down, right? They're not invited to this party. So I'm going to take that first position and do my pliés first. So I have my pliés. I go demi-plié and up, demi-plié and up, demi-plié. Now I'm going to mirror you. So you take your right foot, even if you know I'm using my left foot. I'm going to call this my right foot so that you can use your right foot and mirror me. So I go right foot tendu into my second position on that fourth count. Now I take my demi-pliés, really, really bending those knees and stretching behind. 1 and 2. And my third one, stretch behind those knees. Shift your weight with that hip right back over those standing toes and tendu back into first. I go plié 3 times, tendu to the left, put that foot down in second, and plié 3 times, tendu close back to first with that left foot and stand nice and tall to finish. Then I'm going to do my tendu exercise right away, right after. So I take my right foot first and I go tendu front, showing off that gemstone, right? So I think today I've got some rubies on the inside of my heels. I'm going to show that gemstone in all those positions. Take that gemstone forward, straight knees. Both knees are straight. Tendu front and a close. 2 and a close. 3. Then I flex and I point and I close. I take it to the side, but is it directly side? Nope. It's on that diagonal side, so the angle of my first position. Tendu and close. 2 and 3 and a flex and a point and a close. I take it to the back. Here's the trickiest one because I want to keep that heel, that gemstone facing forward, but my hips, those headlights can't open up, so I drive off the road. They have to stay forward, forward, forward. Both knees are straight as can be as I go out and straight as can be as I go in. They never, ever bend. Then I'm going to do my 4 relevés. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, keeping my weight over those first 2 toes. No pinky toe relevés, no sickles. Oh, no thank you. Then I take it to the other side. Now I'll take it to the left foot. So I go to the front 3 times, flex and point. Side 3 times, flex and point. Back 3 times, flex and point, and 4 relevés. Then I have my rond de jambe, so I keep my hands on my hips, my feet will stay in first position, and I take my right foot first to the front, showing off that gemstone. Keep showing off that gemstone as I get to the side, keep showing it off as I get to the back, and my hips are still forward, headlights are still forward, and keep that gemstone facing the front as you slide in with straight knees. 4 times going to the front, and through to first. Then I have 4 times, I reverse it, back and side and front and close, 4 times. Then I have to switch left foot, front, side, back, and first, 4 times, and back, side, front, and first, 4 times. And that will be all of our bar exercises for today. All right, dancers, in the center with your first position feet, hands are on your hips, belly buttons are lifting all the way to your chins, shoulders are down, spines are long. We go. Demi-plié, and stretch, and 2, and stretch, and 3, and stretch, and tendu that right foot into second position, and demi-plié, and stretch, and demi-plié, and stretch, and 3, and stretch, tendu that right foot back into first. Other side, demi-plié, and stretch, and demi-plié, and stretch, demi-plié, and stretch, and tendu. Press down in second, and we go. Demi-plié, and stretch, demi-plie, and stretch. Demi-plie, and stretch, and tendu. Back into our first position. Finish nice and tall. We'll stay ready in your first position with your hands on your hips or on your bar, your makeshift bar, whatever you have. And we'll get ready to do our next exercise, our tendus. Ready with that right foot. We go forward, front, and close, and 2, and close, and 3, and flex, and point, and close. Show that gemstone to the front on your diagonal, to the side. 2, and close. 3, and flex, and point, and close. Take it to the back. Headlights to the front. Close. 2, both knees stay straight. They never ever bend in tendu. Flex, and point, and close. And releve. 1, come down. Weight over those first 2 toes. Straight knees. And 4, other side, left foot to the front, and close. 2, and close. 3, and flex, and point, and close. To the side on that diagonal, close, and 2, and close, and 3, and a flex, and a point, and close. Take it to the back. Still see that gemstone, straight knees. They never ever bend. Tendu, and a flex, and a point, and close. 4 releves. 1, and stretch behind those knees. Get taller as you lower down. Lifting that belly button. And finish. Good. We are going to move right along to our rond de jambes with that right foot first. Shake it out if you need to. Get a little wiggles out if you need to. We're ready with that right foot. 7 and 8. We go. Front. Show that gemstone. Even to the side. Straight legs to the back. And straight legs in first. Front. And side. And back. And first. 2 more to the front. And side. And back, and first, keeping those knees straight, never letting them bend, and back, and first, reverse, same leg, back, and side, and front, and first, and back, and side, and front, and first. 2 more with that foot to the back, and side, and front, and first. Last one. Back, and side, and front, and first. Other leg, left side, front, and side, and back, and first. Front, and side, and back. Showing those gemstones, straight knees the whole way. Front, and side, and back, and first, still lifting up that belly button. Last one to the front, and then we have 4 to the back. And close in first. Now I reverse. Back, and a side, showing off that gemstone. Front, and first, back, and side, and front, and first. 2 more. Back, and side, and front, and first. Last one. Back, and side, and front, and first. And finish. Lift your belly button even taller. Shoulders pressed down. Long spine. Turning out from the tops of those hips. All right, dancers, we are going to practice a couple more things across the floor and in the center here. But we have to practice our bourrées because we are going to have them in our recital dance. We haven't seen them yet, but we're going to be adding that bourrée before the end of our recital dance in ballet. So we want to make sure that we're practicing that bourrée, our little front back steps, teeny tiny little front back steps. And I'm gonna actually have a little bit of fun with this, especially because you're at home and you have lots of things you can use for this. I made some little paper hearts for myself. I made some rainbow hearts, and you can do that too, or you can use anything you have around the house. You can use some hair bows or some hair scrunchies. You can use some stuffed animals. You can use blocks, any kind of toys, maybe some small pillows, anything that you want to put on the floor to practice doing your berets in a zigzag across that floor. So I had my rainbow hearts, but you can use anything that you want that's small enough that you can go around. So I'm going to put my rainbow hearts out. I've got, let's see, I've got my red, I've got my orange, my yellow, my green, my blue, and my purple. Make sure that you have a few. Now I have 6 here, so I would say have at least 6 things that you can beret through to practice those berets. Now those berets, right, I take one foot in front of the other. We are going to try and do it with a little bit of turnout. So our 4th position, and then take it on our releve. So when I'm doing my beret, I'm not just going in parallel. I'm not just going parallel and close behind and parallel. Parallel, close behind and parallel. I'm trying to keep my feet a little turned out and press those gemstones forward as I beret. Front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot. That back foot always trying to catch up with the front foot. We are going to take it across the floor. So get ready with your hands on your hips, ready to balance. And I'm going to go up on releve. Front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot. And zig from one side, zag to the other. Little teeny tiny steps, right? Not big berets. Little teeny tiny berets. Tiny steps. Zig and zag all the way to the end. Once you get to the far end, you can come back. Try it a couple of times. Front, back, front, back. Front, back, front, back. From one side to the other. Front, back, front, back. Front, back, front, back. I'm going to do it one last time. Front foot, back foot. Front foot, back foot. From one side to the other, teeny tiny little steps and pressing my gemstones forward. It's kind of tricky to do in our zigzag, but you've got this. All right, my friends, I'm going to clean up my paper hearts. If you would like to take another turn, you can always pause the video and try a couple more. Now, dancers, we also have to be practicing our chaîné turns. So last week, I was talking about practicing our chaîné turns. If you have a countertop or a shelf or even a wide windowsill like I have, you can practice your chaîné turns using that as a guide for your open and your close to get from point A to point B. So I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to take my arms open to the front, and then I have to step closed, so always keeping at least one hand on that surface, and I step closed. Now, if I want to get from point A to point B, I can't turn back this way and pancake back. I, like flipping like my pancake. I have to keep turning with one hand on at all times, this direction, and keep going until I get all the way to point B. I'm going to try it all the way back. So I go open and close, open and close, open and close, till I get to point A again. Now, normally in class, we would use our ballet bar for this. So you can practice it in the center, pretending like you have the bar, visualizing that bar in your mind's eye, and practice as if you had your imaginary bar behind you and you had your hands on that bar. Point that toe where you're going. Hold on to your bar and close, hold on to your bar. Then open, hold on to your bar. Close, hold on to your bar. Open, hold on to your bar. And close again. As many times as you need, or until you really start getting the hang of it. We also have this way to practice. So this is the next we're going to practice. Put something in your hand. Find something small that you can put in your hand. You can do a ball, a block, a stuffed animal, a picture, right? Or if you made some rainbow hearts like I did, or something similar, you can always use that as well. I have my heart, and I'm going to point my toe. I'm going to start on the right side. So I'm going to point that right toe out to the side, and I have to get that heart from my left hand to my right hand. That right toe is pointing where I'm going. And I'm going to pass from the left to the right. Pass your heart. Pass your thing. Close. And I'm ready to go back the other way. I have to point which direction I'm going. I'm going to pass my heart back. Open. Close to pass it. And open. Point that toe. I'm going to go again. Close. And open. And close. And open. Remember, I don't want to pass it behind me. So if I'm passing that heart behind me, right? Oh, I would have it in this hand. If I'm passing it behind me, that is not the correct direction. I have to pass it in front. That arm and that leg both go together. So they're not going separately in two different directions, one to the front, one to the back. They're both going in front of me. Let's try it a couple more times. So I go with my heart in my left hand, point the right toe, open and close and open. Point that toe, open and close and open. Point that toe, open and close and open. Point that toe. Last time, open and close and open. Point that toe. Okay, dancers, we're going to come to the center and stretch for a few minutes. We want to make sure that we're not losing any of our flexibility and that we're still gaining flexibility for our nice high kicks like our batmas. Eventually, we're going to get to our leaps, and we want to make sure when we get to those leaps that our legs can stretch really, really long and strong in both directions. So we want to make sure that we're still working on getting those nice, flexible, bendy muscles. We're going to stretch in the center, and then we're going to do a couple of center exercises before we switch into our tap shoes. All right, dancers, have a seat in the middle of your space. We're going to go to our butterfly, so put the bottoms of those feet together. If you want to decide what color your butterfly is, you can do that too. But we're going to rock it side to side. Just loosen up those hips a little bit. And let's stop right there in the middle. When I'm rocking side to side, I can feel both those sits bones in the bottom of my pelvis. So I feel one, then the other, and I want to stop right in the middle where I feel both connected to the floor. I'm going to take my hand to the side and stretch all the way over with my right hand. Not letting that sits bone come off the floor, so I'm still feeling both sits bones pressing into the floor and getting a good stretch through the side of my body. I'm going to go the other way. Put that right hand down, left hand up and over. Get that stretch through the center or through the side of your body. Not lifting that sits bone. They're both pressed down. And we're going to take it forward. We're going to count to 20. Shifting all the way forward, belly button to your toes, and then nose to your toes. We go 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to hold on to those ankles and stretch my legs out in front into my pike until my legs are very, very straight. This is going to keep me leaning forward in my pike stretch. I'm going to take that left hand to the side, stretch it up and over, still feeling both sits bones in the ground. And I'm going to reverse. Right hand on the ground, left hand up and over. I'm going to come back to the center and I'm going to reach all the way out. I'm going to hold it for 20 counts. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm opening up into my straddle stretch. We're going to reach side to side with our straddle stretch. So I'm going to go to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Keep reaching side to side. Don't let those sits bones come up as we reach side to side. Keep them on the ground. And we're going to take that left hand up and over to the right side. My other hand goes out in front. So if I'm leaning back like this, it's isn't gonna work. I have to lean forward, 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 and go all the way out in front. I'm even gonna try and get my elbow to the ground. Even if we're up high like this is okay. Where we're just reaching towards that toe. And I'm gonna take it the other way. So I'm gonna reach side to side, side to side, side to side. And take that right hand, left hand goes out in front. And reach all the way over. Try and get that left elbow to the ground so that I'm not sitting back, back, back. This is not gonna get us a good stretch. We have to keep our shoulders in front of our hips. And we'll reach both hands out in front. Make sure I'm trying to get my tailbone to the back. So if my tailbone is tucked underneath me, I'm not going to get a very good stretch here. I want my tailbone to press towards the back so that my belly button can go towards the floor. If you can get your elbows down or reach even further. We're going to do our half lunge and our half split. So I'm going to take my left foot first, and I'm making 2 right angles with my knees. So 2 boxes. I've got a box here, and I've got kind of half a box behind me. And I'm going to shift forward, slide your foot forward a few inches until I can put my hands on the ground. On either side of my foot, my knee should be right on top of my heel. So I shouldn't be like this with my knee way in front of my heel. And I shouldn't be like this with my knee way behind. That knee should be right on top of the heel. And you should feel a stretch in the front of that back hip. And we're gonna press back to our half split. So keep your foot on the floor and your hips high. So if I sat down just now, that's not my stretch. My hips stay nice and high, and I straighten out my front leg. And let's go back and forth between these stretches a couple of times. We're gonna do it 8 times. So I go forward to my lunge, and back to my half split. Forward to my lunge, and back to my half split. And 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And we're gonna go to the other side. So find those boxes. I have this box right here and my half box behind me. I'm gonna go. Slide that foot slightly further forward. Put your hands on the ground on either side of that foot. Should feel a nice stretch in the front of that hip. My knee is right on top of my heel. Not in front and not behind. Right on top. We're gonna go back to our half split. So straighten out that front leg. Hands are still on the floor, so I don't come up. I have to go forward to get my stretch, and my hips stay high. So again, no sitting on that heel. Stay nice and high. We're gonna go 8 times between the 2. And I go. 1, and 1. 2, and 2. 3, and 3. 4, and 4. 5, and 5. 6, and 6. 7, and 7. 8, and 8. Good job, dancers. We are going to come right here to the center. Practice our port de bras and our passe retires. Okay, dancers, we are going to go all the way through our port de bras with our arms, the carriage of our arms, port de bras. I'm standing in first position the entire time, stretching through the backs of those knees, stretching through my hips, lifting my belly button all the way to my chin, and going first to second to third. I'm going to take that right arm in first to fourth to fifth, and then I open and little tiny breath, right? So it's not a huge wha-cha moment, right? Little tiny breath to flip those arms and hands all the way down to my low fifth. I'm going to do it again. First, second, I'm going to take my left arm in. Third, fourth, fifth, open and down. Find your first position feet, and arms are nice and low so we can be ready to lift them. To first, and open second, and open third, and bring it up to fourth, bring it up to fifth, little breath to open, flip those hands, and press down, down, down to your low fifth position. We're going to do it again on the other side, left side. First, open second, close it third, bring it up to fourth, and a fifth, straight up, and little breath to open, and press down into your low fifth, and hold. Okay, dancers, we are going to try one more thing in the center before we practice our recital dance and do our tap, switch for tap. So, I have my feet in first position. My hands are going to be on my hips. I am taking my right leg into a pointed toe. So I'm going to point that toe and bring it to my ankle bone, to the inside of my ankle. So I have to balance as I do this. I'm going to draw that toe like it has a crayon attached to it, and I want to draw a line up the front of my leg, up into my passe, retiré. So withdrawn, but I'm passing it up to that position. So I point that toe, take your crayon, whatever color you want, and draw it up, 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 up. My knee is open to the side, and then draw it right back down into first. I'm going to try it on the other side. Point that toe, take your crayon on your toe, draw it up, up, up to your knee, and down, 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 down. We are going to try it a grand total of 8 times with some music. Ready? First position, 7 and 8. Let's take the right foot first. Up, up, and down, down. Left side, up, up, and down, down. And up, up, and down, down. Other side, up, up, and down, down. 4 more times. Up, up, and down, down. And up, up, down, down. Last 2. Up, up, down, down. Last 1. Up, up, and down, down. Finish nice and tall. Lift your belly button. Okay, we are going to go through our ballet dance for recital. And I'm going to do it a little bit differently this week than I did last week. I'm going to face this direction. So again, it's like you're looking in the mirror and facing me. So I have our V formation. We have my widest 2 at the front, Leah, and then on this side, Vivian. Then slightly further in, I have Madeline, then Maeve, then Avery and Alexandra, and then Annie and Maya at the top of the V. So I'm making this V shape this direction, and my 2 widest in front are Leah and Vivian, and my 2 closest together up here at the front are Annie and Maya. So we have our A's and B's as well. My A's, who go down and kneel once we start working with our partner, my A's who go down and kneel are Madeline, Maeve, Annie, and Maya. And my B's who do their bourrée, B for bourrée, are Leah, Vivian, Avery, and Alexandra. So know if you are an A or a B. We have our group 1 on this side for starting our arms are open, flip those arms, and then circle and reach, and we hold while my second group does it as well. So we have 4 counts for each of those arms to go up. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're either doing that with group 1 or group 2, so know which group you are. Group 1's on this side, group 2's on this side. All right, then we have our A's and B's. My A's go down, so they kneel. Right knee is up and standing on the left knee, and hands are just on the hips. As my B's put their hands on their hips, bourrée towards their partner, 4 counts, bourrée around to the back of their partner for 4 counts, and then get to their side and arabesque on their shoulder for 4 counts. So opening that left leg, standing on the right leg, arabesque. So I'm open to the audience, not closed away from the audience. Open to the audience, and then they bring their leg down, and my kneeling partner stands up. From here, this is where we're going to move on. And if you were here the last week that we had in-person classes, you may have learned this section too. So from here, we ballet run. So we take our arms in that first position, run on our tippy toes, right? Run on that releve, and we're running forward. I'm not too worried about us finding our spots right now. Just know that we run forward. Finding our spots in our formations is going to be kind of tricky for now. I will do a separate recital practice video, and I'm going to see if I can put some drawings in that show you exactly where everybody goes, and hopefully that will make that a little bit easier. But we'll see if I'm able to do that. But so for now, just ballet run forward to a new spot. And once we're in person again, I will show you exactly where we go. But we stand in our first position feet. We open our arms to the side, point that right foot, ready to chaîné turn. So, I almost forgot. We run to our new spot and we have to open up our arms. So we go up, open, and then down. Now we open to the side, point that toe, and I chaîné turn. So if I had something in this hand over here, I would have to pass it to the right, and that arm and leg cross in front. Chaîné turn and open, point back to the left. Chaîné turn and open. And that's as far as we're going for now. So let's try it with the music. I'm going to stand kind of in the middle so that I can be both group 1 and group 2. And I believe I'm going to do my bourrée section. I'm going to do the bourrées, my group B's section. So A's, know that once Miss Alicia starts doing the bourrées, that's when you guys are going down into your lunge with your hands on your hips. Group 1s. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and circle 5, 6, 7, 8. Group 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle 5, 6, 7, 8. We go tendu, front and diagonal side, and a front and a side, and balance it to the right. Keep those hips facing forward. And again in first, front and a side, and a front and a side, and balance it to the left. Keep those hips to the front. And this is my section with my partners. So my A's are down on the ground. And I bourrée around my partner, holding their hands. I get to the side and arabesque. And bring that leg down. Other partner stand up. We run to our new spots. And we open. I'm ready to chaîné turn. And chaîné turn. So that is as far as we are going for today. You can rewatch this video as many times as you need to keep practicing, but I will be putting out a standalone recital practice video. All right, dancers, we are going to switch into our tap shoes. So put those tap shoes on, and if you need something like a piece of cardboard or your piece of wood to put down in your space to safely do your tap moves and be able to hear them, do that now. I'm going to do our tap warm-up and face this direction so that you would be following me in the mirror, just the way that we would be in the dance room. So follow me as we go through our warm-up, and I'm going to show it from the back. Ready? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, and tap. 7, 8, side. 5, 6, 7 together. Heels. To the side. 5, 6, 7 together. Front. To the side. 5, 6, 7 together. Toe drops. Pick up that toe and drop it. A little faster. And we're going to go even faster. 7, 8, faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to switch to our heels. Pick up those heels and drop them. Little faster now. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to go even faster. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And even faster. Good job. We're going to take our shuffles. Our 8 shuffles on the right, 8 shuffles on the left. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to take our shuffle ball changes, 4 of them. So I take my shuffle and take that toe, rock on that toe behind me, and step back together. 5, 6, 4 times, switching sides. 7, 8, shuffle, ball change. 3 and 4. Ready to switch that side. 5, 6, 7, 8, shuffle, ball change. 2, 3, and 4. Good. We're going to take our paradiddles next. So my paradiddles, my dig, spank, toe, heel. Dig, spank, toe, heel. I'm going to take my paradiddles and my stomp, stomp, spank to my tippy toe, spank to my tippy toe. We'll go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Paradiddle. 2. Dig, spank, toe, heel. Dig, spank, toe, heel. And my stomp, stomp, spank backs. Ready? And we go. Stomp, stomp, spank back, spank back. Good job, friends. All right, dancers, we're going to practice our paddles across the floor. So I'm going to turn around so you can really follow me for this. Practicing our paddles. I go step, and then this other foot, so my left foot is going to spank behind me. Spank, and then I have to step on it so I can step. And I step just on my toe. My heel is still up. So I can step out again on the right. Right, and then spank with the left. Toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. We're going to do it all the way down and all the way back. So on my way back, I have to step with my left, spank with the right foot, spank behind me, and step on that toe. Step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. We're going to do it down and back 4 times. We'll go 5, 6, 7, 8. Spank, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. Try it all the way back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. And we're gonna go back again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. Ready to go back. This is our last time. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. Good job. We're going to take our paddle turns next. So I start stepping on that foot. I go step, I spank that foot behind me. Spank. Now I step behind me too. So I can step again and I start turning a little circle. Step, spank, toe, 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 step, spank, toe. And let's try it the other way. So now I'm going to step on my right foot. And I'm going to spank my left. Spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. Good job, dancers. All right, we are going to practice a little combination, practicing putting a few of our tap moves together before we get to practicing our recital dance. So the moves that we're going to do 2 paradiddles. So one on the right, then one on the left. Paradiddle right, dig, spank, toe, heel, dig, spank, toe, heel on the left. Then I'm taking a shuffle, ball, change, and just stepping together. So I go shuffle, ball, change, and step together. Now I'm going to take 2 cramp rolls. I go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and I do it again. Right, left, toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe, heel, heel. And then I do my shuffle, ball, change, step again on the right foot. Shuffle, ball, change, step. I'm going to try that a couple of times in a row, just doing my right foot. All right, dancers, we're going to try it with our music. Follow me for the tempo. We'll go 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, paradiddle. Dig, spank, toe, heel. Dig, spank, toe, heel. Shuffle, ball, change, step together. 2 cramp rolls. Up, up, down, down. Up, down, down. Shuffle, ball, change. Step together. I'm going to do it again. Same foot. 2 paradiddles. Shuffle, ball, change, step. 2 cramp rolls. Shuffle, ball, change, step. Ready, and paradiddle, paradiddle. Shuffle, ball, change, step. 2 cramp rolls. Up, down, down. Up, down, down. Shuffle, ball, change, step. Let's try it one more time without me saying it. Paradiddle. Shuffle. Cramp roll. Shuffle. Good job, dancers. That might be a little bit tricky, but give it a try. Give it a try and keep practicing it until you get it. Okay, dancers, we're going to practice our tap dance for recital. We are also doing it again where Miss Alicia's facing this direction so you can follow me from the back. I'm going to try and make sure that you can hear everything that I'm saying, though. So I have to start facing to the back. I have my hands on my hips and my parallel feet. I hold that for the first 4 counts of my dance. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have our 2 dancers at a time, our 4 groups that have to hit that pose. So my right hand is behind my head. I go from parallel. I keep that left hand on my hip as I step out to the left. Pop the right foot, and my right hand goes to my head. A little superstar pose here. Yeah? And I have my, on count 5, is Annie and Vivian. On count 6 is Avery and Madeline. On count 7 is Maeve and Leah. So listen for that count 7. And on count 8, listen for that count 8, Maya and Alexandra. So again, Annie and Vivian on 5, Avery and Madeline on 6, my 6, Maeve and Leah on 7, and Alexandra and Maya on 8. So make sure, right, you know which count you hit that pose on. After I hit that pose, I have my 4 paradiddles. So I have to bring my hands back to my hips, and I go dig, spank, toe, heel, dig, spank, toe, heel 4 times, and 4. Then I have my rocks to the side, so I go heel, step, step, balance on that heel, step, step 4 times, and a heel, step, step, and as I do that, I take my hands to the side, and hands to the side, on that diagonal as I do my heel rocks. After my heel rocks, I have my shuffle, ball change, shuffle, step. So right foot, shuffle, ball change, shuffle, step. Left foot, shuffle, ball change, shuffle, step. Now I take my stomp, stomp, spank back, spank back. Stomp, stomp, spank back, spank back. Stomp, stomp, spank back, spank back. And I have to do my paddle turn. So I go hands on my hips still. Step, spank the right foot. Spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe, step, spank, toe. To get me back around to the front. Here is where I start my toe heel crisscross. 3 times, step together, 2 cramp rolls. So I go open with the right foot, toe, heel, cross toe, heel, together. I go up, up, down, down. 2 times, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. And now I gotta take it back. Open left foot, toe, heel, cross toe, heel, together. Left foot, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down. Just like that. After we do all of that, which is what we know so far, making sure I didn't miss anything here. After we do all of that, which is what we know so far, we are going to take 4 shuffle heels. So our shuffle heel walks. And again, kind of like our ballet dance, we have specific spots that we're going to for this. But I don't want to confuse us for now. So for now, just take our 8. Did I say 4 or 8? I don't remember. But it's supposed to be 8. Take your 8 flap heels going somewhere else in your space. You can go forward. You can go side on a diagonal. You can turn to the side and take it to the side. Wherever you want to go. But find a new spot. Take it 8 steps to get there. Our flap heel. So flap heel 1, flap heel 2. 8 of those to get to a new space. All right, we're going to give it a try. Ready, hands on hips. 3, 4, we hit 5, 6, 7, and 8. Paradiddle, hands up, diddle. 2, 3, and 4. And rocks. Step, step, rock, step, step, rock, step, step, rock, step, step. Shuffle, ball, change, shuffle, step. Shuffle, ball, change, shuffle, step. Shuffle, ball, change, shuffle, step. And stomp, stomp, spank back. Paddle turn. and flats. 2, 3, somewhere else in the room. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Okay, dancers, that is it for today. That is our week 2 class. Keep an eye out for our week 3 class. Make sure that you are still practicing all of those moves. They're so important for our recital dances, both our ballet and our tap. And make sure you are also practicing those recital dances too, so that we're all ready to go when we're back together. Thank you, guys.